Olympia Day here at Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, September 15th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Unless you happen to be one of those if it fits your macros people, common sense tells you not to stare directly into a solar eclipse, because you might go blind. But if you're lucky enough to be in the building when the Classic Physique Olympia goes down this weekend to watch Chris Bumstead try to go into full championship eclipse mode, don't cover your eyes. You might miss out on history. Earlier this week, I was lucky enough to see some C-Bomb exclusives, and let me tell you, this guy is bringing the heat this year. And even with the amount of firepower that we're expecting to see in the first callouts, it's still going to be a pretty tall order if you're trying to outgun this extremely dangerous competitor. I don't know what the picture equivalent of typing in all caps is, but I'm pretty sure that Shawn Rhoden has that all caps thing going on right now. New FLEXATRON photos leaked early Tuesday morning showed one of our Muscle in the Morning favorites looking like the crazy next level destroyer of worlds that he's been for the better part of the last decade. Pound for pound, there just haven't been too many guys in the history of bodybuilding who've had the size, shape, and symmetry of a guy like Shawn Rhoden. So if he really hits a home run at the Orleans Arena this Friday and Saturday night, I think he's more than capable of being a top 2 finisher when this thing is all said and done. You know it's Olympia time, and you've got bodybuilding on the brain when you're reading your son a Dr. Seuss book before he goes to bed and you start thinking about a Nathan Asha clip you saw earlier in the day as you're saying, boom, 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 Mr. Brown makes thunder. So, well, I guess that's my life now. But anyway, bright and early Tuesday morning, we saw the last pre-show training clip come out of the Asha camp before they caught a flight to Vegas for this weekend's festivities. And it doesn't matter who you talk to, just about anyone who's anyone thinks that the Prophecy is a top 7 or 8 lock this year. But if he really shows up as good as he says he will, there's a great chance that we will see him contend for a top 5 or 6 spot if a few things break his way. If any of you guys were paying attention in your physics or exercise science classes, then hopefully you still remember the old formula of force being equal to mass times acceleration. And when I look at the speed and mass that Iain Vallaire is bringing to his first Olympia a few hours from now, it makes it hard to wrap your head around what kind of force this guy is about to bring to the party. Through his entire prep, all we've seen Vallaire do is deliver the sort of nasty, grainy, throwback muscle and conditioning that turned the Dorian Yates of the world into icons. So I know I speak for a lot of the 1990s fans out there when I say that we can only hope that Iain brings the force this weekend, because the Olympia stage is where icons are made. Well, as the old saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So let that be a message to any of the talking heads out there who aren't putting Dexter Jackson in their pre-Olympia top 5, because you'd have to be almost insane not to expect Dexter Jackson to show up and do what Dexter Jackson does best. A few days ago, Jackson and his team dropped their latest Road to the Olympia video on his uber popular YouTube channel, where we see the blade looking as sharp as ever. At this point, there really aren't any adjectives left to describe how incredible this guy's been over the course of his Hall of Fame career. And the crazy thing is, it still doesn't look like he's showing any signs of slowing down. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.